Today I'm going to share a ridiculously simple approach to communicating with women. On the one hand, it helps filter out women who are just wasting your time. On the other, it helps spark a real emotional investment from the women who are actually worth it. And the best part? That investment tends to grow over time. What's the idea? At first, this method might seem suspiciously simple, too basic to work. But stick with me until the end. There are some key details you need to understand. Step 1. The 24-hour calibration rule. You take 24 hours, your window. Doesn't matter. You've just started texting or if you've already been on a few dates. The goal is to precisely and consistently match your level of engagement. For example, if today is Monday and she texts you first, as she should, you can respond if you want. If she opens up emotionally or says something nice, feel free to return the sentiment. But only do it that day, not the next. That is important. Same goes the other way. If she takes 2 hours to respond, no matter why, you also wait 2 hours. If she doesn't initiate contact, you don't either. One exception. If you are planning a date or escalating connection, that's the man's job, no big deal. Why this works? With one important add-on. This method builds positive reinforcement. When you mirror her behavior with precision, there is no room for neediness and you naturally stay balanced. You literally can't mess up the dynamic if you are following her lead moment by moment. The hardest part? It's so simple and yet so hard to stick to. Why? Because it forces men to become extremely attentive and emotionally present. This is a powerful exercise, a challenge to your self-awareness. It forces you to observe rather than just react. So, on one hand, you can't fall out of sync. On the other, she starts feeling a growing desire to initiate and stay connected. But you might be wondering, wait, doesn't this put me in a weak position? Here is the twist. You control the ending. Whenever you are texting, you end the conversation first. On the phone, you are the one to hang up. During a date, you are the one who limits the time and ends it. Same with her calls. Sometimes don't answer right away. Let it ring. Call her back a little later, maybe 3 minutes, maybe just 1. You were busy. You don't need to do this every time. Maybe 1 out of 3 or 2 out of 3 times. But occasionally, yes, you either don't pick up or call back after a short delay. Sounds minor, right? What's the big deal about calling back? Before you say that, remember how it feels when you are the one waiting, listening so long dial tones, wondering if she'll pick up. Exactly. We're not trying to create anxiety or suffering here. Things between you two should be going well. She knows how to reach you, and when you're free, you will call back. That tiny delay, that slight shift in control, it's enough. This is where it becomes obvious who's more emotionally invested. One final but crucial detail. Without this, the whole strategy falls apart. Don't talk about the relationship. Don't bring up where this is going. Don't suggest becoming official. Don't lead the conversation. Let her do it. That's it. Nothing else is required from you. If you're skeptical, try it. Test it for yourself. I get it. You've probably got questions. But try first. Ask later. Because here is what usually happens. Men try to manage the balance, but end up faking importance. And that's where they go wrong. If you want to communicate from a place of real strength, not performance or presence, then, in my opinion, there are 4 key principles you need to embody. These don't depend on one woman, they depend entirely on your own life and mindset. First, your time must be valuable. Most guys hear this and think, yeah, I've heard that before. But this isn't about what you say. Do you actually believe your time has value? That's easy to test. Divide your day into 2 columns. One column is time you waste, mindless scrolling, useless shows, hanging out with people who bring you nothing. The other is time you use intentionally. Only a man who uses his time truly values it. There is no faking this. Your daily actions either reflect value or they don't. Second, feel the power of choice. Here is something I want you to really feel on an emotional level. Imagine you've been saving for a dream car. You've fantasized about it for months. Then you find out there is only one in stock. Only one dealership has it. You rush over, panicked, it might be gone. The salesperson sees your desperation and ups the price or makes you jump through hoops. You are emotionally trapped. Now, imagine you are choosing from multiple models. You know there are options. You walk into that dealership calm, collected. You expect them to offer you value. That's the difference. Same goes for women. Same goes for your time. A man who values his time walks into every situation with a completely different energy. Third, don't let her be your only source of emotion. This is about emotion and excitement in your life. A lot of men lack hobbies, patience, and new experiences. When that's the case, they end up seeking all their emotional intensity from one woman. It firebacks. Even grown men with businesses and busy lives lose themselves emotionally if their life lacks excitement. They meet a woman and suddenly they are fantasizing, stalking her socials, listening to music that reminds them of her. it becomes obsessive. Don't let relationships be your only source of highs. Find other ways to get that emotional charge. Don't wait for her to bring it. Fourth, don't make a relationship your hero story. I think most men have a deep urge to do something heroic in life. But when that need goes unmet, they start trying to play hero in relationships. They want to win her over, change her, save her. They're ready to make massive sacrifices for no real reason. This is dangerous. Your need to be useful and powerful should find expression outside of a romantic connection. If you can do that, this whole strategy works naturally. That's it. A short but practical set of recommendations. Try it, test it, and thanks for watching.